Welcome into LAFC Weekly, presented by Carmax. Hi, I am Max Bretos. This is the show that gets you up close and personal to all things black and gold. Edward Atuesta joined LAFC from the very beginning in 2018. Very quickly, the Colombian midfielder showed the skill set he has, and before too long was drawing attention from clubs overseas, including Palmeiras, which over the last few years is not only the best team in Brazil, the best team in South America. He had a great adventure there, but the opportunity arose in 2024 to come back, and he jumped at that opportunity. As you're about to see in this video, when he walks into the doors of the LAFC Performance Center and calls this place home. Great to have Edward Atuesta back. He is our topic for Behind the Crest.
I just love how effortless he plays the game and how easy he makes it look.
Far post, back of the net, absolute magic. This is Atuesta. Working well together, locked it in. Atuesta with the pearl. Atuesta.
The opportunity came to bring Edward back. I know our fans and our supporters and myself alike, we recognize this as an opportunity too good to pass up.
Welcome back. How are you, my friend? Oh.
4 de 6. 4 de 6, bien.
5 de 7. My friend. How are you, my friend?
Good to see you. How are you? Of course you need me. He's back? He's back.
Who's that guy?
Still there. Look at this guy right there.
You're one.
Holy crap, right there.
Regreso porque es mi casa. Cuando veo que el LAFC vuelve y está interesado en mí, es inevitable para mí, después de pasar un momento así, querer volver a casa, querer estar en un lugar en el que siento como mi hogar.
Como si me hubiera ido hace una semana.
Exacto, ¿verdad? Sí. Parece que...
Bienvenidos otra vez. Oigas, el famoso. ¿Todo bien? Todo bien.
¿Ya falas português? Estoy muy feliz de estar de vuelta en casa y emocionado de que los voy a poder ver pronto, compartir de nuevo con ustedes. Estoy muy feliz. Espero verlos pronto.
It's a pleasure to be here with you all today. I see some supporters for another exciting day in the history of LAFC.
And speaking of some familiar faces, at 3252 will also give that warm welcome to someone that you all know very well. So let's give it up for Edward Atuesta.
Edward, coming back, what feels familiar and what feels different? Obviously, new head coach. Wondering how you sort of process all of that, considering how much you knew about the club, now what you're seeing.
Casi todo familiar, almost everything. When I arrive, I feel like if I go to Brazil 1 week ago, and came back, obviously different players, but I play against a lot of them, so I know almost everybody, but everything is familiar. This is home for me, like we grew up together, the club and me, so it's very special for me.
Los Ángeles es una ciudad que te pide ganar. Y yo creo que desde el primer año lo hemos entendido. También los jugadores que llegaron desde el comienzo teníamos esa misma mentalidad. Siempre quieren ganar, siempre. Que quien llega absorbe esa mentalidad de querer ganar siempre y de querer estar en la cima.
As Atuesta reminds all of us why he was a best 11 in 2020.
Yo creo que es algo de todos. Jugadores que han pasado, directivos que han pasado, la hinchada que ha acompañado desde el comienzo. Todos vamos para el mismo lado siempre y eso es lo que nos ha permitido tener esos estándares allá arriba. El sentido de pertenencia que tengo por Los Ángeles es una cosa diferente. Escribes las primeras páginas de la historia y es diferente, el cariño es diferente, el amor. Quería volver a mi lugar.
A couple welcome backs. Edward, welcome back. And
Coming up on LAFC Weekly, presented by Carmax, we relive Adama Diomande's most iconic moments with LAFC. LAFC Weekly is presented by Carmax, official used car retailer of LAFC, by BMO, official bank of LAFC, and by Pacific Office Automation. We have your office game plan. Welcome back to LAFC Weekly, presented by Carmax. Adama Diomande, best nickname in LAFC history, and the best banner in the history, in my estimation, of the 3252. When they raised the banner, it says Dio with the font of the famous rock star Ronnie James Dio. I talked to Adama if he knew any songs. He didn't know who the man was, and that's okay. It's a generational thing. But more so than the banner and the nickname, Adama Diomande could score goals. In fact, scored 2 in that famous LAFC win over the Galaxy in the playoffs of 2019. Adama Diomande is this week's Call Jacob iconic player.
Dio looking for a sight line, brings it back, yeah! Adama Diomande, he's done it again, 5 games! Onside, K, Dio, yeah! Holy diver! Kovar underneath for Blessing, Dio! There's 3! Rebound, back across goal, K, Diomande! This time he won't be denied! LAFC have the lead. Simon with the header, Bender with the save. It's still there, and it's on the crossbar to go over the line.
An awesome mistake from Jack Price. Diomande has made it 2-0. Diomande maybe to make it 3-0. He has, as easy as that.
Vela, Dio!
Search for a winner here. Oh, it's a lovely time by Diomande! Adama Diomande! What a moment for him! He's got Vela out wide. Vela's cross tapped in by Diomande. LAFC a 2-goal lead. Diomande slipped through. Diomande in chance. Rounds the keeper. Puts it in. There's Dio's goal!
Diomande. Oh! Took it early, took it beautifully. Chips it wide to Dio. Open, good first touch shot. Goal, Diomande! Rossi, so fleet of foot. Diomande's unmarked. That could be the decisive moment above all others.
Coming up on LAFC Weekly, presented by Carmax. LAFC defender Aaron Long takes us inside his journey to the black and gold. Welcome back to LAFC Weekly, presented by Carmax. Nothing was ever promised to LAFC defender Aaron Long. He had to do it the hard way, to get drafted, to make a pro club. All that work paid off and has made him the player he is today, a former MLS Defender of the Year. He also made the 2022 World Cup squad for the U.S. men's national team, and he continues to excel here in the black and gold. If you are a player out there and have had people tell you no, or you're a late bloomer, and never want to give up, listen to the story of Aaron Long, who is this week's player profile, presented by Rockstar Energy Drink.
Hello, my name is Aaron Long, defender for LAFC. And I'm from Oak Hills, California. I began my professional career in 2014. I was coming out of college. I actually went to college nearby at UC Riverside, and I was drafted in 2014 after my senior season. College was good for me. UCR being in a market that I could go and make an impact early on. So freshman year I did well. Sophomore year, junior year, senior year, I was super excited and had big expectations. I had a really good year. The whole team had a pretty good year. And the main goal was to get into the MLS Super Draft. And at that time, no player in our history had gotten to the MLS Super Draft. And then I did not get invited. I had to go to all these MLS like side camps for teams to see me. So I was driving out. I think I went to one in Las Vegas. I flew to another one in Florida where there was going to be MLS scouts there so they could see me because I wasn't going to be at the Super Draft, to be able to give myself a chance to get drafted. Luckily, I was drafted in the second round. Portland Timbers drafted me, and I was there for 6 months until they had to make some roster moves and make some tweaks to things because the season wasn't going too well. I hadn't played any minutes there yet, so then once I was dropped, almost immediately Seattle Sounders signed me because they wanted to take me in the draft, but Portland took me first. I was at Seattle for 1.5 years until I went to New York Red Bulls, and then I originally signed for New York Red Bulls 2, played half the season there. My goal was just to make the first team and to get my MLS debut. That's all I was worried about. At the end of the day, that's every player's goal. If you're playing in USL, that's your goal. We ended up winning the USL Championship that year. I got USL Defender of the Year, and then the next year I moved into the first team as a starter. Since I moved here, life's been great. It's been amazing. I arrived here as a free agent. It was a pretty easy decision for me, knowing that my family was here and I could come home and have a special moment to play in my hometown for my home team, playing in front of these fans with my family in the crowd. And there's players all around the world that would do anything to go home and play for their hometown team and spend the time that I get to spend with my family. Outside of soccer, I don't have too many hobbies now that I'm a father. I come home from training and it's daddy daycare right away. Try to play with my kids a little bit, and then we do dinner time, and then we do bedtime routine, and that's kind of it. Before I had kids, I had a whole bunch of hobbies. I would hang out with my friends. I'd cook a lot. I played a lot of Fortnite, actually. Now that's all gone by the wayside. Match day rituals are pretty much the same. Wake up, have a high carb breakfast, have my coffee, try to chill out for most of the day. I try to take a nap, and then when I wake up from my nap, I have chicken and pasta, and then I go to the game. Try to keep it really simple, something that's easy to replicate so that I can have my routine no matter what city I'm in. I had a favorite player, definitely growing up. Someone that I looked up to a lot was Carlos Bocanegra. He was a hometown kid. He's from this area. He would come back, and he was captaining the national team at the time, and would come back and would run Christmas camps, and I would go to. I'm like 6, 7, 8, 9, all the way up till I was like 14 years old. So I saw a lot of him in the off season. For him to be that close and know a guy personally, and he's captaining the national team and going to World Cups, it was crazy. It was cool. My goal was not to be on the national team or to represent the United States or to go to a World Cup, but for me it was more of a dream than a goal. The World Cup being in Qatar made it that much more memorable for us. It was such a unique location, and for us to have a home base in Qatar and the entire World Cup being almost in one city instead of in an entire nation, it was crazy. But the travel there was amazing. The way that the Qatari people accepted us, and the hotel that we were at, like the whole experience was unbelievable. I wouldn't trade it for anything.
Coming up on LAFC Weekly, presented by Carmax, we go inside Denny Bouanga's impact on Major League Soccer. LAFC Weekly is presented by Carmax, official used car retailer of LAFC, by BMO, official bank of LAFC, and by Auto Collision Group, official auto collision center of LAFC. Welcome back to LAFC Weekly, presented by Carmax. What can we say about Denny Bouanga? I'll add a few words, but this guy has been absolutely sensational. He was the top scorer in MLS in 2023, aka the Golden Boot. Did it as a winger. He is an elite athlete coupled with excellent technical skills, and he is just perfect for this club and this league. I could rave about him, but this week's classic club moment presented by Remitly is how he has caught the attention of the national media.
When you can create those few extra chances where you create by yourself, that's when you go into the realm of topping the goal scoring charts and getting golden boots.
I don't think there's another player in MLS right now that strikes fear the way that Bouanga does.
The way that this guy is scoring, the rate that he's scoring at, the different ways that he's scoring, he's a consistent threat.
He is a special player, and I think one we're going to be talking about for years to come.
All it takes is that one split second. That's all he needs.
Whether he misses a chance or whether he loses a ball, the next time he gets it, he's being direct again. He's going straight to goal. And over time, that just wears down defenses. It wears down center backs. The guys must be thinking like, when the hell is this guy going to stop?
Flexion to Bouanga! Denny Bouanga! How do you stop him? From Kelini Bouanga! Unreal! Too good!
Denny, if you want a goal, you're gonna look to Denny. I'm a forward, but I don't mind admitting that, if that's the guy.
He has everything: speed, shoot, dribble.
Really help the team, not just scoring but also running hard 90 minutes every game for the whole season.
He has so much power when he runs. He doesn't just run at somebody one time and he's he'll run at you for 90 minutes. Every time he gets the ball, he wants to score, and I think everyone sees that. He has that killer instinct, whether he's going to score in the first minute or the 90th minute, he's going to just keep going at you.
Es una persona que le encanta lo que hace, le encanta jugar, le encanta competir. Él juega 90 minutos el sábado y el domingo está enfadado porque no está entrenando. Esa ambición, esas ganas de jugar a fútbol.
I like his spontaneity. When he's with the ball and the ball's at his feet, you just never quite know what he's gonna do. A lot of players have their one or two kind of go-to moves. This is what they like to do. This is how they like to kind of free up some space or get in the attack. And for him, every time he gets the ball, I'm like, what's he gonna do this time?
Perfect guy to have as a centerpiece of a club, and this run he's had this year is amazing.
It's special, it's a special season.
Espero que no busquen el MVP en otro lado.
That's all the time we have for this week's LAFC Weekly. I know you wish we had more time, maybe one day, but we'll see you again next week for an exciting new episode of LAFC Weekly. I am Max Bretos, and until we meet again, let's go Black and Gold.